everyone and welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to log customer orders from WooCommerce to Airtable for inventory management. So I'm an owner of an e-commerce business and I manage my online store using WooCommerce. In my Airtable account, I record all the new orders that are placed by the customers using WooCommerce. Now over here, maintaining the data manually after every new order is created is a very time-consuming and a hectic process. So to solve this problem, I have built a connection between WooCommerce and Airtable, that too without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. Now whenever by the customer, a new order is going to be created on my WooCommerce store, automatically the details of the order is going to be created as a record in my Airtable. So now if you want to learn this entire process step by step, for that, I'm going to take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So as an owner of an e-commerce business, I use WooCommerce to manage my online store and handle customers' orders. I use Airtable to maintain organized inventory records and track order details efficiently. After a customer places an order through WooCommerce, I automatically log the order information in Airtable for streamlined inventory management and real-time order tracking. And I'm going to create the connection between WooCommerce and Airtable using Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you will find two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. Before creating this amazing automation, I want to tell you about Pabbly Community. Pabbly Community is an exclusive space where you can find automation tips, real-time updates, share your feedbacks, help from not only our team members but also the fellow users. You can share your feedbacks and ask your questions as well. So go ahead and join our Pabbly Community today. And for that, you will find the link of our community in the description box below. So now let us create this amazing automation using Pabbly Connect. I'm already an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. And then you're going to find the All Pabbly Apps section in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. For that, click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Now to create a new automation, we have to create a new workflow. For that, click on this Create Workflow button on the top right corner. There are two methods for building the workflow, the new beta method or the old classic method. I am going to create this amazing workflow using the old classic method that I have. I am going to create this amazing workflow using the new beta method that I have, so I'm going to select it. It is asking for the workflow name first. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to write over here as Log Customer Orders from WooCommerce to Airtable for Inventory Management. Okay, so this is the name of my workflow. Okay, so this is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select Workflows folder. And then I'm going to click on this Create button right over here. And as I'm going to do that, automatically a workflow is going to be created. And we're going to set up our trigger step from here, in which my trigger application, I'm going to select over here as WooCommerce. As in my WooCommerce, a new order is going to be placed by the customer. I want this trigger should capture the response of that. And that is why for my trigger event also, I'm going to select over here as New Order Created. And then I'm going to click on this Connect button. Then you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Using the unique webhook URL and by following the steps given here below in the help desk, I'm going to build the connection between WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this URL and log in to my WooCommerce account. After coming to the WooCommerce account, from the panel, go to the settings option under WooCommerce right over here. After coming to the settings, from this panel, go to the advanced section right over here. In the advanced, you will find the page setup. Go to the webhooks section. In webhooks, click on this add webhook button right here. We have to first name our webhook. For the name, I'm going to write over here as New Order Created. Status, I'm going to select the status as active. For the topic over here, I'm going to select over here as Order Created, as I want Pabbly should capture the response of the order being created. For the URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL right over here. And for the secret key, I'm going to enter the dummy secret key right here. For the API version, select the latest API version and click on the Save Webhook button over here. Okay. As you're going to do that, it says webhook updated successfully. As now this webhook URL is successfully added, if I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, you can see in the response, the webhook ID has been captured. This means the webhook is successfully added in your WooCommerce account. In place of this webbook ID, I'm going to capture the response of the new order being created. So I'm going to recapture the webbook response from here. It says waiting for webbook response. So now to check whether WooCommerce is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new order in my WooCommerce store, a test order. And after that, I'm going to check whether automatically trigger captures the response of the new order been created or not. Okay. So over here, you can see this is the product that I'm selling. So I'm going to select this product right here. And I'm going to open this product in a new tab right over here because now we're going to purchase the product that is orange summer dress. Okay. I'm going to add this dress to the cart. And now I'm going to proceed to check out from here. Okay. It is asking for the details of the buyer. For the first name, I'm going to write it as dummy. For the last name over here, I'm going to write over here as customer 45. Company over here, I'm going to select it as none. Country is IN, that is India. For the city over here, I'm going to write over here as 123 New Colony. Over here, city is Bhopal. You can see right over here. Then for the state, I'm going to write it as Madhya Pradesh. For the pin code, I'm going to enter a dummy pin code right over here. Then it is asking for the phone number. For the phone number, I'm going to enter a dummy mobile number right here. For the email address, I'm going to write over here as dummycustomer45@pablitudes.com. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to place the order from this button right over here. And as I've done that, you can see it says thank you, your order has been received. So as now a new order is going to be placed over here, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down and wait over here for a few seconds. As now waited for a few seconds, you can see the response of the new order being created has been captured in my trigger. Amount is 900. You can see the amount is 900 right over here. If I'm going to tally the other response, you can see the outfit is orange summer dress. You can see right here. If I'm going to further scroll down, status Madhya Pradesh, this is the postal code, name is dummy customer 45, country is IN, that is India. You can see city is Bhopal, company is none, address is 123 New Colony with all the other details. Okay, so as now the response has been captured in my trigger, this means that WooCommerce has now been connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is now been done. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step, in which from action application, I'm going to select over here as Airtable. As now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create the record of the order details from my WooCommerce in my Airtable. Okay. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as create record. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. This window is going to appear, on which click on add new connection. Then click on this connect with Airtable button right here. Then you can see it is asking for the permission. Firstly, for the resource, I'm going to select all the resources and grant the access from this button because this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. After building the connection for the base name, I'm going to select over here as WooCommerce order details as the base. So I'm going to search for the base that I've created and select it from here. After that, it is asking for the table. For the table, I've created a single table in the name of table 1. So this is the table. Then it is asking for all these details. So for the data of these fields, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that is captured in our previous step is going to appear in front of you. Over here, it is asking for the customer's name. And if I'm going to search for the name, you can see this is the customer. And I want to create the record of the same customer. So I'm going to select the data of the customer name, first name, space. I'm going to map the data of the last name over here as well. Over here, I'm going to select the data from my previous response for my customer's name. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the email, I'm going to map the data of the email of my customer right over here. For the address, I'm going to map the data of the address right over here. So this is the address. So you can see this is the address right here. Then for the phone number, I'm going to map the data of the phone number right over here from this response. Then it is asking for the product name. So again, I'm going to search for the name right here and map the data of the product name. Okay. For the status, I'm going to search for the status right over here. So this is the status. I'm going to map the data of the status right here. And for the total amount, I'm going to search for the total over here and map the data of the total amount. Okay. Over here in front of this amount, I'm going to enter the Indian rupee symbol, that is RS. Then I'm going to enter the total and then I'm going to enter a slash and a dash. Okay, so this is the total amount. For the enable typecasting, I'm going to select over here as false and simply click on the save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, I've received a response that is a positive response. So if I'm going to open my Airtable and refresh the spreadsheet from here, You can see over here in my Airtable, the record is successfully created of dummy customer 45. Email is dummycustomer45@pablitudes.com with this address. You can see this is the mobile number of this customer right over here. And if I'm going to further scroll down, product name is orange summer dress, status is processing, amount is 900. You can see the record has now been successfully created over here in my Airtable. So this means that we have successfully built a connection between WooCommerce and Airtable using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, as soon as by the customer a new order is going to be placed using WooCommerce store, automatically the trigger WooCommerce new order created is going to capture the response of that. As now we will have the order details, automatically the record of the order details is going to be created in my Airtable using Airtable create record step. And in this manner I've built a connection between these two applications without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.